One more thing that I actually did is I'm looking at sentiment readings. We use White Charts, and White Charts has all the AAII investor sentiment readings. And I basically took them all, and I'm looking at the percentile rankings, right? So of all the bullish, basically for those that don't know what this is, it's just an investor survey. Some think it's great, some don't care about it at all. I tend to think it's a great contrarian indicator. But they basically ask investors, what's your outlook for the next 6 months? Are you bullish? Or are you bearish? Right. And the percentage who are bullish right now is in the 91st percentile. So of all readings going back to 1987, the reading we just had was in the 91st percentile of the extreme bullish sentiment. The bearishness is in the 15th percentile. So we're seeing some pretty extreme readings within the sentiment as a contrarian indicator. And it's been kind of in this red spot for a little bit now. The bullishness is quite palpable. The FOMO is quite palpable. For those that are saying that, there's a lot of cash on the sidelines, and that's kind of the conflicting argument is, yeah, there is a lot of cash on the sidelines. So how low can we go? The total cash from this reading is in the 58th percentile. So a little bit higher than average, while the total stock allocation is only 34%, which is relatively low considering how high we've come off the lows. So even though there is this FOMO, we're seeing the allocations wanting to play catch up, if you will. And if you go back to prior tops, like for example, I look back at the 2022 top, it wasn't that far off. I mean, look at the bullish reading around this top was about 50%. The bearishness was 55%. So it's pretty much split when we got into that top. The most recent top in 2022, and the total cash was 76%, very high reading, and the total stock allocation was pretty much in line with where we are right now. So to say that this kind of reading is not where tops can happen is just not accurate. And if you go back in history and look at that, you can see that the same readings happened down in 2007. So, but one thing that you need to understand is this kind of extreme kind of exuberance. Take a look at 2009. I mean, this is extraordinary. If you look at this reading in 2009 towards the very top, 100% bullish, 99, 96, 93. I mean, it can stay extreme bullishness for a long time. So just because it's overheated now doesn't mean it can't stay overheated. This was an extreme period. And in fact, what I found fascinating was it took a very long time. Like we're in the bear market, and look at this bullish readings into the bear market. I mean, we had to go years into the bull market, into this bear market before investors capitulated and we started to find a bottom. But anyway, my point being is, yes, readings are extreme. Even though we have high cash and low stock allocations, it's not inconsistent with prior tops. And the other reading you need to take away from this is that even though we have extreme bullishness and extreme low bearishness, it doesn't mean it can't continue, but it doesn't stay like this for very long, aside from your 2000 extreme top.